everybody, welcome back to the Elder Scrolls Online Morrowind. We're just outside of Balmora. Last time we helped Maelor Rethan. Well, I guess we did the first half of the kind of helping him out, which was to discover that his mine has, well, it kind of involved Clavicus Val, the Daedric god of like mischief basically, who they asked him to make sure that it didn't run out of ebony. This was like years ago, and so he gave them this formula, but it turned people into ebony, and then eventually it turned them into these like monster things. You know, just usual stuff that always happens. We're here with Mr. Bear. Now I think though we've got. Did I? Yeah. Okay, I might switch it back to the silence, the sleet storm. Mr. Bear's gone. Because I kind of prefer that in a way. I don't know, I'm going to play things around with things anyway. That's the best way to do it, I guess. Now, we have to go find this dude's brother, who apparently is responsible for everything over here. And he's going to be back in his manor, which we went to begin with. It's very, very pretty around here, though. I do like it a lot. Very, very pretty. I think Morrowind, like, from what I've seen so far, is without a doubt the prettiest kind of section, but I guess you would expect that, wouldn't you? I did like the deserts, though, from the Thieves Guild expansion. They were pretty cool. Okay, now then, where is this dude? Oh, assassin.
The last piece of the puzzle. Time to tie up loose ends.
Hey, you. I guess that is a thingy over there that we need. Yeah, get cliff raced. There we go. Okay. Who's this guy? Oh, he's just a random guy. He's just a random player. I thought he was the they might actually be better than what we've got. They're medium armor, so yeah, they would be. But we wanted to go light, didn't we? Is this better? No, it's not. Oh, it's not. Okay. Our work is almost complete. To remain watchful. With any luck, the adventurer conscripted will clean out the remaining stone abominations so we can begin again. This time without Bernard mucking things up. Tie off all loose ends and make sure it looks like they killed each other. It needs to be convincing enough for the council. When your work is done, meet me in my residence, Balmora. I'll have further instructions for you and your first payment as promised. This will be a lucrative endeavour, my dear. Don't fail me. M. Looks like we were double-crossed, weren't we? Looks like we were double-crossed. I knew that guy was a bit too suspicious the way he was like, no, I didn't know anything about it. It's like, yeah. Okay, buddy. Didn't know anything about it, right? So I guess he's meeting with the council to discuss it, to kind of take it over, because he was saying that he wasn't in charge of it, but I don't know if that's strictly true. Maybe on paper he wasn't, but maybe he actually was. Balmora's looking stunning, isn't it? Look at this. Nice horse. Wow, yeah. Oh my. So many memories.
In your excursions, have you perchance come upon a young dark elf named Vea? She went missing a couple of weeks ago and her father desperately seeks any information regarding her.
I don't think I've seen anybody called Vea.
That's a shame. Her father, Eris, the house councillor here in Balmora, promises that anyone who can find his daughter and return her safely to his side will be well rewarded.
Can you provide me with any additional information?
You should speak to Councillor Eris. He's opened the kin house to interview potential recruits. Freelancers, as it were. If you're interested, go speak to the Counselor. The longer Vea remains missing, the more distressed Counselor Eris becomes.
Okay, I'll speak with him.
Counselor Eris can be found at the Redarin Kin House, and do hurry. He's ever so troubled by our failure to locate young Vea. If he finds that an outsider can succeed where the Houseguard has failed, so be it.
Dude, you don't seem to like the idea of a counsellor seeking help in this matter.
I have no issue with Counselor Eris seeking help. It's where he's decided to get that help that concerns me. House Redarin doesn't need outsiders to take care of its business. But who am I to question a House Counselor?
Okay, what happened to Vea?
If I knew what happened to the Counselor's daughter, I wouldn't be talking to you now, would I?
Alright, douchebag.
As far as I can tell, she left of her own accord. There wasn't any foul play involved that we're aware of. Beyond that, you'd have to ask the Counselor.
Okay, I don't want to talk to you anymore because you're rude. Oh man, I remember these like canals. Oh, so much time spent through it. My god, this does look stunning compared to, like, I should have like gone and played Morrowind just to compare and contrast, but my goodness me. And I mean, when you think about it, this isn't supposed to be like the Redaran Proclamation by order of the Houseguard and the Redaran High Council. The shock ore mine is closed and all operations doors reopening might be suspended. Workers stay away until further notice, and visitors are strongly cautioned to avoid the area on pain of fine or imprisonment or both. Could you, crew chief Hondorf, note that every effort should be made to locate the missing mine workers as soon as possible. Yeah, we kind of know what happened there though.
This one needs to get out of here. Those cultists, they're insane.
All right, but keep your voice down. I'll be ready to leave soon enough. In the meantime, if anyone asks, you're just here to haul cargo.
What's going on here then? You.
What? Who? This one is just here to haul cargo.
Relax, I'm here to help. What was that you said about the cultists?
Cultists? This one said nothing about cultists. Perhaps
Can't
you
intimidate
are
yet.
another Khajiit. Look, Renaku just wants to leave all these crazy dark elves behind and find a safer mine to work in. The Shulk ore mine is cursed.
If you tell me about the cultists, I might be able to do something about it.
Really? You? Just leave Renaku out of it. If you want to know what happened so badly, just go out to the Shulk ore mine and see for yourself.
Okay. Why am I trying to get information about this? Don't I already know what happened? Is this person?
Please, if you just listen. Take care of yourself, Father. You always were good at that. I'm in need of a strong set of legs, Traveler. And you look like one capable of protecting yourself. Will you aid an old Mer in one last task?
How can I help you?
I have an obligation to my family. No, a duty of utmost importance. But I have grown too feeble to fulfill it. If you would take this memory stone to the few places of significance in my life, I will pay you well.
What is a memory stone?
It allows one to archive memories for future generations. I hope to do this for my children, who have grown estranged. Invoke my stone at the locations I've marked on your map, and the memories I wish to archive will manifest.
Alright, I'll use your memory stone as requested.
I thank you for your aid. Fewer than ever are willing to aid their elders in these troubled times. Now I suppose the distance with my children is my fault, not theirs.
Was that one of your children you were arguing with before we spoke?
Ah, yes. Miss. it's the other way around. Even Neria has grown accustomed to my absence.
You feel Nerio resents you too?
Neria less than Mills, but both my children grew up largely on their own. My duties to Master Drenham consumed a great deal of my time. Mills especially grew up with Neria and no one else. He despises me, and I don't blame him.
Why didn't you spend more time with your children?
You'll know soon enough. As will they, I hope. I failed them as a father, but they are safe, aren't they? I kept them safe.
What's going to happen when I use the memory stone?
I cannot travel with you, but I have attuned this stone to my soul. When you use it at the locations I've marked, it will summon echoes of things that once occurred there.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I get what you're saying, buddy. Talk to Mills. He's down there.
Do you make a habit of randomly accosting people while they fish?
What were you and your father arguing about?
I don't see how that's any of your business. I've nothing to say to my father or those his Telvanni master employs.
Your father works with the Telvanni.
Whatever this is about, it's no concern of mine. My father managed to leave me out of his life. He can leave me out of his problems too. You want to talk? My sister Neria works the stables. She tolerates my father's business better than I do.
Okay. Oh wow, it's so cool being in Balmora. Very cool. It's been so long though. Like, so long. Right, let's focus on what we're doing. Mailer's meeting, here we go.
What is it?
The Randy Netchin. That's an interesting place to have your meeting, isn't it?
Malarethan. What a swit. I'm going to need a stiffer drink. You don't appear to be holding my drink, so I'm sure I have no interest in you. Off with you.
Mention Malarethan. You must be Councilman Raveth.
I am. Young Mahler and I were talking about the sudden success of his mining enterprise, built on some irregularities that I prefer not to discuss. Not that it's any of your business. Who are you? Why are you meddling in Thlalu business?
I doubt Maida gave you a true account of how these orders on an assassin sent to kill me.
My. This is damning. Dear Mahler tried to hang this whole business around his brother's neck. And yours. A prudent, albeit sloppy affair. House Thlalu can ill afford such a scandal, and I hate to be lied to. Kill Mahler, and I will reward you.
I won't make any promises. Why don't you want him taken alive?
What would I do with him? Chain him to a post? His life no longer serves the house's interests. I don't expect an outlander to understand, but this needs to be done. Honestly, I doubt he'll give you a choice in the matter.
Where can I find him?
His city residence, I expect, just across the river. Do be quick about this. I'm anxious to be done with the brothers. No. What scroll? Don't tell me there's more to this fetching disaster.
The scroll contains a formula that can turn people into false ebony stone.
Does it now? Listen carefully. Don't breathe a word of this to anyone else. If Mahler has this formula on him, bring it to me. The reward will be significant. We cannot let this get out, and we cannot let it fall into the wrong hands.
Alright, what will House Thlalu do about this situation?
By the three, what a mess. I'll put some of my Oathman on it. Oathman I can trust. If we can clear out the riffraff, it might be salvageable. If not, we'll simply collapse the thing. Better to bury it than let some fool stumble upon Mahler's folly.
Okay. Let's chat with you, Melissa.
I love seeing new faces. For a while, it was just the same old miners and the occasional traveling merchant. Thought Caroline might have to shut this place down. Look at me talking your ears off. What can I get you?
Any ideas why visitors have been scarce?
At first, I assumed it was the usual house squabbles. Redoran and Thlalu arguments can get pretty heated. Then I thought maybe the Ashlanders were scaring people off. But after that proclamation... No, I'd rather not talk about that with a stranger.
Maybe if I paid you for your trouble.
I like the colour of your gold, Outlander.
I bet you do.
Just between us, I heard the house guard shut down the Shulk ore mine. Something to do with violent cultists who attacked the miners and took over the place. Even got the crew chief, or so I heard.
Is this a different mine to the one that we are working with? Because if so, that's incredibly unlucky, isn't it? 2 mines. Incredibly unlucky. Right, let's go and find Maylor. Let's bash him up. Wasn't it up here where it was the that rings a bell that it would be there, was the place where you go and speak to the guy from the Blades? Is it? I think so, yeah. Ringing a bell. It's always the Blades. Oh, it's up here. Okay, he's not here. Downstairs. Is this him? Maylor Rethan.
You! How did you... I'll finish this myself.
There we go. Mysterious formula. Do we really want to give this to the councilman? Like, he doesn't really seem like the sort of person who's going to use it for good intentions, does he? At all. Okay, we don't want those anyway. I need to find a merchant. I mean, I'm sure there is one in Balmora. It'd be very strange if there wasn't, but I need to find one. Take all my gear off me. Lady, put some clothes on, really. It's in over there, looking pretty good. Okay, the Randy Mitchin, eh? Hey, Councilman.
Quietly now. Is it finished?
Adol Rethan is dead.
Well then, this unfortunate little tale comes to an end. I've already dispatched some of my best agents to clean up Rethon Manor. We'll tend to Marla's apartment and the mine next. Well done. Now, what of this mysterious scroll?
I have it here.
Excellent. Best hand it over to me. Something so dangerous should not fall into the wrong hands. House Hlalu can keep it safe, or destroy it if we deem it necessary. This will earn you some favor with our house. I'll even double your...
No one should have this. No way.
You sniveling little swit. Do you know
It's
how
good.
valuable... Never mind. What's done is done. Don't expect any extra coin from me now. You'll have what was promised for killing Marla and not a drake more. This had better buy your silence as well.
Oh, god damn it. Inventory. Okay, next we go and find a merchant. Okay,
Honestly, you sniveling...
there we go, thank you. Oh, we got ourselves a devil tin. That mace looks very cool though, actually. Leveled up. Gained 3 skill points, Jesus. Right, first job. Scorch can now be morphed. Need to find a merchant somewhere. is a merchant. They're jugglers, I don't think they're merchants. You've unlocked Ebony Enforcer. Level 10, look at that. Level 10. I think the cap is 50. You start getting the champion points. We can do PvP now if we wanted to. I've never done PvP in my life in this game, so I don't think I'm going to start now. For God's sake, where's the bloody merchants? There must be some crafting in this area. Actually, I could probably have spoken to... Okay, there we go. Oh, they're guild traders, we don't want them. There's stables. Fighters Guild. Randy Niche Inn. There isn't actually any traders in the town. That's very strange. Okay, let's get back here. Then we have general goods merchant. So it was literally where we just went. Of course. Of course. Serves me right, I guess. To the Randy Niche Inn. I always have inventory woes.
The fire's warm and the roof doesn't leak, so come on in and make yourself comfortable.
Sell. Okay, right. Miscellaneous. Yes. Sell. I'll repair everything, I guess. Sell. Says socks ball of yarn. We're definitely giving that. Okay, we got too much of this stuff. So sell anything that does stamina, because that's not really very useful. Okay, that'll do there. And then let's sell anything that isn't green. And so anything below, I guess. Level 8, yeah, okay, that seems fine. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Carol Leon. Let's go have a look at what we want to do now. Right. That's a pretty cool looking mace though. Those were pretty good though, to be fair. They're pretty weak now though. This thing does way more damage. Okay, we just sell that. Okay. Didn't realise there's a lot else we got going on here. Might as well have some bitter tea. Thank you. Yum. And skills. We have 4 skill points. We have some dual wield going on here. Can we get this? Number 20, okay. Frost Cloak, we could morph this now. Reduce cost and larger radius. Caster gains minor protection. Reduces incoming damage by 8%. Yeah, I don't think that's actually that useful. It exceeds summon a field of flash boom after 6 seconds, hitting you and allies in the area for 6,000. Blooms after 6 seconds though, that's interesting. It does a lot more healing. Yeah, but these dives quite useful actually. Cost stamina and scales off of weapon damage and max stamina. Does more damage against distant targets. And doesn't seem that useful ever. Converts to a stamina ability and deals poison damage. Reduces enemy spell and physical damage. Stuns one enemy. Grant shield to enemies with Winter's Embrace. Abilities by 100%. That seems useful. It's a passive, but it seems useful. To physical and spell resistance by 250. Okay, that's interesting, because I did want to go down this quest line, so that seems pretty good. Because we have 3 now, so that actually increases it by 750. Yeah, which is pretty good. Okay. When hitting you or an ally under 40% health and green balance ability, gain major mending, increasing your healing up by 20. That's more healers, isn't it? I like the enchanting growth, but I don't feel the need to perhaps go down that route. If that makes sense. Okay. Increase your stamina covered by 7%. Not that useful, seems to be going down magic. So. Okay, maybe we'll leave it at that for now and then I can have a look later. Let's go and chat to the counsellor about his daughter, or her daughter, sorry, I didn't actually know. Which one? Redder House. I take it they're upstairs. Yep.
May I be of service?
Councillor Eris.
Is there something I can do for you, Outlander?
Sergeant Valdres sent me. He said you needed help finding a daughter.
My daughter has been gone too long and the house guard can't seem to find a wall in the corner. But why should I trust you with this task? Tell me, Outlander, how can you succeed when my forces continue to fail time and time again?
It seems your daughter knows your people and their tactics. She doesn't know me.
An interesting insight. Perhaps you can find my daughter. Vea can handle herself, but the father worries, you understand? Anyway, I agree with your assessment. That's why I'm willing to bring in outside help on this.
Okay, tell me what happened.
Vea fled after a family disagreement.
Yeah, disagreement, I'm sure.
But I'm concerned that she might have something more permanent in mind this time, and more dangerous. Vea knows how to evade the house guard, but as you said, she doesn't know you.
Alright, I'll try and find your daughter.
Captain Briven oversees the house's attempt to locate my daughter. You should speak to him and see what his investigation has already turned up.
Where can I find Captain Briven?
He's probably patrolling the town square at this time of day. Briven's soldiers have been trying to get information out of Vea's friends. But those young men and women are almost as good at avoiding the house guard as my daughter.
You mentioned a family disagreement.
That is a private matter. If your investigation proves fruitful, and such matters become relevant, we can discuss the particulars then. But not before.
Maybe your wife would be willing to discuss that with me.
Like my daughter, my wife has a mind of her own. What the two of you discuss is your own affair. Just understand that I haven't employed you to solve my family's problems. I only need you to find my daughter.
You mentioned Vea might be involved in something dangerous.
Vea has always been fascinated by the Morrowind. Even admired one of their agents when she was growing up. It's possible she sought refuge with this agent, or even decided to join the organization. Though I hope I'm wrong about that.
Tell me more about the Morrowind.
Morrowind? They're an ancient guild of assassins sanctioned by the tribunal to carry out honorable writs of execution. Ostensibly, they're supposed to keep the houses from resorting to all-out war. But I still find the practice barbaric.
And agent that Vaya admires.
Someone of no consequence, and not at all
I
important
have a feeling
to
it might be
accomplishing your mission.
very consequential.
Besides, you don't find Morag Tong agents, they find you. Just pray it's not because your name wound up on one of their writs. That is a death sentence.
Goodbye. What's this letter complaint? I write to you on a matter of grave importance. My office has received an ever-increasing number of complaints in recent weeks. Many of our housemates have experienced poor treatment at the hands of House Redder and bailiffs and constables. As you well know, House Larlo is duty-bound to address these grievances on their behalf. My dear Minister, while I share your belief in the superiority of the Dhamma people, we must try to keep such opinions to ourselves. House Larlo defers to House Redder on matters of defence. I would urge you to defer to us on matters of commerce and diplomacy. Our economy is in peril. The pact has brought us some measure of security, yes, but the cost has been dearer than I think your Redder and kinsmen are willing to admit. My trade ministers have gone to great lengths to solidify our holdings outside Morrowind. While the enemy has seized most of our extraterritorial property, we retain sizable assets in imperial boars and foreign business concerns. Extracting this wealth is no small task. It takes time, gold, and most importantly, connections. We cannot ill afford to alienate what few friends we have outside the pact. Just this morning, I received a complaint from one Theodoric Ashcroft, a respected Breton investor. Apparently, he was accosted by a pair of constables while inspecting a potential construction site. Some minor religious infraction, I'm told, stepping over a fence to get a better look at the property or something. According to Ashcroft, the constable forced him to the ground, dragging him to the temple, turned him over to the ordinators, who subjected him to no less than 3 hours of interrogation and corporal re-education. Needless to say, he will not be investing in our fair city. Both Ashcroft and his gold have fled to the mainland. These people may be inferior, their religions may be repugnant, their manners may be tiresome, but for the love of 3, swallow your pride and bear it. Idle zealous tea cannot put food on the table. We cannot fill our coffers with increasing incense and prayer and expect to wage war effectively. Interprovincial commerce is a necessary evil, whether you like it or not. I urge you in the strongest possible terms to leave outsiders be. I hope this may be my final word on the subject. Yours most respectfully, Tina Naden, House Larlo, Deputy Trade Viceroy. Yes. Some things going on around here, isn't there?
I couldn't help overhearing your conversation with my husband. We share the same office after all.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for agreeing to look for our daughter. But know that Vaya is headstrong. I say this from experience. I am her mother, after all.
Yes. Are you somebody born? That seems rare. That seems rude, sorry.
Important? I suppose that depends upon who you ask. My husband thinks so. I'm the treasurer here in Balmora. My job requires that I record all important transactions regarding Redderin finances and balance everything to the last gold piece.
Your husband?
Councillor Eris, who oversees Redderin operations in the Balmora region. Our family is one of the most respected in the house. I'm surprised you haven't heard of us, wherever it is you come from. Now, if you don't mind, I have a lot of work to do.
Can you tell me anything else that may help me find Vaya?
She stormed out of the house after a heated argument with her father. Nothing unusual in that. But when she didn't return, well, that's when both her father and I started to worry.
What was the argument about?
It's a private matter concerning the family. The relevant fact remains that my daughter took her most cherished possessions and left home. I'm worried that she's going to do something that can't be undone.
What do you think Vaya's going to do?
As I said, Vaya is headstrong. Confident. Perhaps too confident. She might join the Morag Tong just to spite her father. Or run off to fight in the war. Something reckless along those lines. Please do what you can and find my daughter.
Okay. The Morag Tong, eh? It's fine. Okay. Now we seem to have several quests going on at the same time here. But, finding crew chief, this is about
just tried to pet it. Damn dog bit me.
Leave
Dog
it
bit
alone.
you.
There's something strange about that dog.
Okay.
My, you look like a well-travelled individual. If you're looking to give your mount a well-deserved rest, you've come to the right place. We know how to pamper a loyal guar in Balmora.
Actually, I want to speak to you about your father. This is the guy who gave us the memory stone.
My father? Oh no, has he taken a fall? Or did he ask you to do something for him? He's been declining of late, and I'm afraid he's not entirely in his right mind.
Your father is fine, but he and your brother had an argument.
He was so young when he passed. I've tried to explain that father had to work to keep a roof over our heads, but it's been difficult. I raised him myself while father was away, which was okay. He's never fitted inside without.
Neil said your father worked with the Telvanni.
Oh yes, father is well regarded among the Telvanni masters, even though he's never aspired to be one himself. Master Drenim trusts him implicitly, and if you know anything about the Telvanni, that's impressive on its own. They don't trust easily.
What type of work does your father do?
I'm afraid I don't know. All he's been able to tell me is that part of his contract with Master Drenim forbids him from disclosing any of the Master's business, even to his own children. Whatever he's doing, I'm certain it's important.
How do you feel about your father having to work so often?
I wish he didn't have to work so much. Master Drenim pays well, but sometimes I worry he will work father to death. He's just so tired all the time. Even when he finds time away, Mills refuses to see him, and I know that hurts him dearly.
Do you share your brother's feelings about your father's absence?
I did for a bit, after Mother died. I didn't understand why father couldn't be with us until I grew up and learned how hard it is to keep a family housed and fed. Now I appreciate all father's sacrifices for us. I just wish Mills could see it.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Right. So where the hell did that dog go? Get out of it, Gua. Okay. Don't really like skulking around the swamps at night, but guess we're gonna have to speak here with our buddy boy crew chief.
You shouldn't be here. Didn't you read the House Redoran proclamation? I wouldn't be here myself, but some of my miners are still in there.
Can you tell me what happened in the mine?
Our mine was invaded by violent cultists. They showed up and just took the place over. My people are trapped. I'm no expert, but it looked like the cultists were preparing to conduct a ritual before the Ashlander interrupted them.
An Ashlander interrupted the cultists.
Well, I never actually saw an Ashlander, but I heard a cultist yell, "Ashlander thief! That's our mystical weapon!" That's not an exact quote, but you get the idea. I don't know what happened after that. I was kind of busy trying not to die.
What kind of mine is Shulk?
It used to be an ore mine, and we hope it will be again. My crew was inside, preparing to start up mining operations. Attacked. The way things are going, we might just have to turn the place into another Kwama egg mine.
Why do you... Oh, spelling error. Why do you think the cultists are conducting a ritual?
Probably because I heard one of them say, "With this ritual we'll call forth a mystical weapon and attain the power of a god." Or something along those lines. Look, I was just trying to get me and my miners out of there when the Ashlanders showed up.
Okay, I'll go in the mine and see what I can find.
Really? That's awfully brave.
Startled.
My miners tell them to get their arses out here.
Arse.
Wait as long as I can.
Nice to have someone actually pronounce that in the English way. Get your arse out of here. Rather than ass, like the Americans. Okay, into another mine. Tell you, Balmora's not having a lot of luck with its mines, is it? Okay, what do we got going on here then? Empty backpack, that's disgraceful. Backpacks are my favourite things to find. Learn about the Ashland thief. I wonder if it's the Ashland who we met up with the other day. Oh, here we go. Someone conveniently left a scroll. My red exiles need to infiltrate the mine outside Balmora and recover an item of great importance to our venerated cause and to the elevation of Ashlanders everywhere. Currently this item resides in the possession of the narcotic cult who plan to conduct a ritual in the mine to grant the item the ability to channel unfathomable power. Then the cultists begin the process but acquire the item before they complete the ritual. The item lies in one of the deep chambers of the mine, most likely heavily guarded. To sneak in to steal the item has the appearance of a staff made of metal and gears. It is necessary to advance the next stage of our cherished cause. Get the staff and bring it to me and you'll be one step closer to ending your exile and returning to the fold. CC. Okay. Let's go this way. Oh, got a rift drop. Kind of stuck. These rift trolls are actually pretty tough. Jesus Christ, he is actually really tough. Okay, this should whip up a storm with him. Get it? Whip up a storm. Get out of it, get cliff raced. That's it. That's it, buddy. The hell's around here? Something up here. Spoiled food, minus warning. Whatever you do, don't feed the troll. The honest cute friend is led to believe. Tell me about it. Is that it round here? That's disappointing. Also, how do I get back up now? Oh, round here. Okay, let's go back this way then and go straight on, I guess. Oh, we got some brutes. Okay, you're a healer. You are going to die for that. Okay. Who the hell are you?
You don't look like one of those crazy cultists, and you certainly aren't one of our miners. So by Vivek's holy nose hairs, who in oblivion are you?
Actually, Lord Vivek sent me to see what the cultists are up to.
Really? Then forget I said anything about his amazing.
Okay.
Some sort of dojo cultists. They've been performing rituals, calling forth divine power, some such nonsense. At least they were, before the Ashlanders showed up.
Ashlanders.
The savages barged into the deep chambers, seemed to know about the hidden passage and everything, stole the relic the cultists were praying over, and ran for the hills. As a matter of fact, that's where I'm going, as soon as it's safe to leave.
Okay. Okay. Secret passageway, she says. Look at this dude. Pretty heavily Anchored the mud crabs. Never mind. So we just skipped like the entire part of the dungeon. I'm actually going to go and take a look. Oh, you're the mender, aren't you? Yep, I know. Okay. I'll take that, thank you. I appear to be slowed, but that's okay. Oh, knock me down, you son of a gun. God, where'd you come from? Whoa. Okay, slightly regretting this now. Us with our little snowballs on us. I thought I'd just come here for the loot, but goodness. And you. Bump. Let's bash you round the noggin and let's move on. Okay, well that was it. So it's just that chamber, to be fair, so. Oh god, these guys, these doofuses are back. Oh yeah. Thanks. Okay, cliff raced. See you later, suckers. I'm gone. I am out of here. Okay. So the Ashlanders stole something. Now they said it had gears and like it was made of metal and had gears, which sounds like it's some sort of like Dwemer type thing, but it sounds like it might be something to do with Sothasil because he's very interested in that type of thing. So I think maybe I kind of suspected when we talk about that he might have something to do with this, but
Did you find what you were looking for in the mine?
I'm not sure. I need to consult with my contact.
Of course. I perfectly understand. I think I'll wait a little longer and see if any of my miners were able to escape from the cultists. Good luck with your mission, whatever it is.
Goodbye. Okay. So, I think we'll finish up this episode there. Next time, I think we have to hunt for the councillor's daughter. Find out what's going on there. But yeah, till then guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, it's been my pleasure. And I shall catch you guys next time.